Hello everyone, my name is Nisa Kaini with the number ID is 21130111056 from Math Education and I'm from Undiksa University. Okay, today we're going to learn about series and sequence. For the first material about arithmetic sequence, let's start. What is arithmetic sequence? It is also called as arithmetic progression in mathematics. It is a sequence in which a term is obtained from preceding them by adding the common difference. Example, xdx point 3, xt9.1, xt9.9, 90.7, 91.5, and so on until 107.5. If you observe, we have a number pattern on a given problem or a given example. Now, how can we identify that this is arithmetic sequence? All you need to do is go back to the definition uh, of arithmetic sequence. We have here a common difference that common difference is a number which we'll be using in order that we can identify that the given sequence or a number pattern is arithmetic. How can we identify? All you need to do is start subtracting the first term with if the subtracting that one result to 0.x, the second term that result to 0.x, the third term that result to 0.x, the fourth term that result to is 0.x, and so on. Now, if you observe the number or the difference of the process that we use earlier are common with is the 0.x. The rector point, we can say know that the sequence or number patterns is arithmetic sequence. In arithmetic sequence, we have here a formula to use so that we can directly solve a specific term on the given sequence. What is the formula? The formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, next slide. Uh, Now, let's have an example in solving arithmetic sequence. So now I will be providing you different situation that will exist in arithmetic sequence problem. Let's start with example number 1. For example number 1, we will be finding the tens term of the sequence 5, 13, 21, 29, and 37, and so on. And always take note that if this is the statement is given. So therefore, we directly use now the arithmetic sequence formula, which is the a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 multiplied by d. And we can directly solve for the center. Let's start. The solution will look for a substance, which is the tenth term. For sub 1, with what you need to do is find one of the given sequence. In the given sequence, we have 5, 13, 21, 29, 37, and so on. So our first term is the next 5 in the given formula. We have n. So what we need to do is identify n and notice that we are looking for the tenth term. So therefore we have times terms all together. So and we equals 10. And finally for the general difference, what you need to do is subtract as what I did before, then we have the same difference here, so the result is x. Then all you need to do is replace, so a substance equal replace our value u, so you have 5 4 sub 1s, then n which is 10 minus 1 multiplied by x. Then here we have 5 plus, if you subtract 1, the result is 9 multiplied by x, and that result to 72. Um, then we will add the two terms together, so we have 5 and 72. If we that adds up the results equals 77, so all stand equals 77. Okay, next slide. The second material is about arithmetic series. What is arithmetic series? In arithmetic series, this is the sum of the terms in arithmetic sequence. We have formulas that will follow in solving arithmetic series, or the S sub n equivalence to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. Let's take an example in solving an arithmetic series. Uh, how many of the given arithmetic sequence, 1, 2, 3, and so on until 100. The first things we will do is identify the formula as it is presented as sub n, equivalent to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n. uh, all we need to do is replace the given items. So we are looking for how many series from 100. Then we can so write n to be 100. And a sub 1 is the first term, namely 1, and a sub n is 100. Then s sub 100 equals 100 over 2 multiplied by 1 plus 100. S sub 100 equals 50 multiplied by 101, and sub 100 equals to 5050. Okay, next slide. Then the third material about geometric sequence. What it is a geometric sequence? It is a sequence which is a successive term is found by multiplying the previous term by a fixed number. The fixed number is called the common ratio, which has a symbol of small letter r. A geometric sequence can be defined by iterative equation of the form a sub n equivalent to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to the power of n minus 1, where r is a constant number. Okay, next slide. Let's take an example solving a geometric sequence. Find the x term if the given sequence is 2, 4, x, 16. So we can use the formula a sub n equivalent to a sub 1 multiplied by r raised to the power of n minus 1. A sub x equals to multiplied by 2 power x minus 1. A sub x equals to multiplied by 2 power 7. A sub x equal to multiplied by 128. So we get the result a sub x equals 256. Okay, next slide. Then the first material about geometric series. What is geometric series? Geometric series is the sum of the terms in a geometric sequence. A geometric series can be finite or infinite series. A finite geometric series has a formula S sub n equals a sub 1 multiplied by 1 minus r power n over 1 minus r. And an infinite geometric series has a formula S sub infinity equals a sub 1 over 1 minus r. Okay, next slide. Let's take an example in solving a geometric series. 5, 10, 20, find the S sub 12. So we can use the formula S sub n equals A sub 1 multiplied by 1 minus R power n over 1 minus R. Jadi S sub 12 equals 5 multiplied by 1 minus 2 power 12 over 1 minus 2. And S sub 12 equals 5 multiplied by 1 minus 4,096 over minus 1. And S sub 12 equals 5 multiplied by minus 4,096 over minus 1. And S sub 12 equals minus 20,470 over minus 1. So we can result S sub 12 equals 20,475. Okay, thank you for your attention and see you soon.